Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Just a little off. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. The give to the single back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. There he goes! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. It's a reverse. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking downfield. That pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion is still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Right on the money. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
He makes the snap at the 47-yard line. And first down for the offense.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just that.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Floats it out in space. Across the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Tempo and overdrive. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Jayhawks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Caught in the backfield, it skips. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And first down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes are marching down the field. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The pressure. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They move on top here on the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finds the tight end. And they're able to get him down. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He leaves it with his back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. Looking for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Memphis. We'll circle back if it...
Oh, it's a fumble! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is another 1st down.
On the move. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Under fire. Keeps looking downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. It'll be third and long. They go to the draw. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air on first down. Got his man.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. Pocket breaking down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.